Hello, folks. Today I want to talk about the first thing you need to do if you are thinking of having a virtual gala. And the short answer is you have to figure out what type of virtual gala you want. You need to do that before you buy software. Ideally, you want to do it before you hire a production company. You want to do it even before you get your auctioneer to a degree. Let's put this in practical understanding. If I if my refrigerator and freezer combo has died and I need to go buy a new one, I'm going to measure the space and then I'm going to go buy a appliance that fits that space. Now, if I want to have an ice maker, I need to know that before I buy the appliance. Not only that, I need to make sure that there's a water line that runs to that. Because if I buy an appliance without having the water line, now I have to pay a plumber to put in a water line so I can have an ice maker. Or maybe I didn't think I wanted an ice maker and I buy an appliance without it, but now afterwards I'm like, oh, I should have gotten an ice maker. I want to have an ice maker. Too late. I bought the appliance. If I want to buy a new car and I want to have the backup camera as part of it, and I buy a new vehicle without the backup camera, too late. I have to go buy a new vehicle or pay for aftermarket to get that put installed. And that's what I'm seeing in the case of people that are not, if you don't know the type of event you want, you may have already bought software that doesn't fit it. I've had one client who came to me and they bought this software. I said, oh, you bought software without telling me. What did you buy? Lo and behold, the type of virtual gala they wanted to do, that software wouldn't support it. Couldn't do it. So we had to change the virtual gala to match their new software. As we are, my suggestion for you, if you are new to this game of virtual galas, here's what my recommendation is. First, attend some virtual galas. Many of these virtual galas are free. You don't have to leave your home. And by watching several of them, you're going to get an idea of what is going to work for you. In fact, at the end of this, I will share with you 2 resources on my website that are free that'll get you started, but it does not substitute for actually attending virtual galas. That's number 1. Number 2, talk to trusted partners. Your trusted partner might be an auctioneer that you've worked with for many, many years. It might be a production company that you've worked with for many, many years. In my case, I've got the events run the gamut. Some of them are webinars. Some of them are Zoom meetings. Some of them are studio events. Some of them are one-screen events. Some of them are what we call the two-screen solution, all different types of events. So for me, when I've got new clients coming in, I'm like, we need to figure out what is going to work for you best. I don't know anything about your crowd. I mean, I only have the numbers from last year when you did an in-person event. Let's get you involved in some galas. One of my clients up in Massachusetts, she contacted me. She said, Sherry, are you giving out our link? Because we're having people sign up in California and Virginia Beach. We got somebody up in Michigan. Who are these people? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I am. Sorry, we've got a few people that are going to be watching your event because I want them to see what this style of an event is so I can have a more productive conversation with them. Is that okay? The point being is that they're participating in galas. So if you have some trusted partners, maybe you got an auctioneer who is doing a lot of different styles of events, ask if you can participate in some of those so that you can see what you like. If you've got a production company that you've worked with for several years, maybe you have a meeting, pull them all together. Figure out what is going to work for you, because you don't want to go buy technology that isn't going to work for you. Do it right the first time, because there's enough stress with these virtual galas that you want to make sure it's as easy as possible. To get you started, I want to show you a couple of free resources. This is my Red Apple Auctions website. If you go over here to the free resources tab, you're going to see the first 2 that pop up are going to be related to our coronavirus virtual gala new environment. The first one, the webinar COVID-19, that was 5 conversations that I led starting in March. There's a lot of video content in there to show you different styles and the evolution of virtual galas. And if you start at the October one and work backwards, that might be the best option and the most time-saving option for you, giving you great information on what you can do to be thinking about what's the style you want for your virtual gala. The second resource is the gala cheat sheet. Actually, I'd start with the cheat sheet. It's 2 pages. It just kind of gives an overview of the primary styles of virtual events that we're seeing. Download that, read through it, and then maybe start on the COVID-19 conversation series to get the richness of information that you'll want that's really more in depth than that cheat sheet is. Use whichever one works for you. And as always, I'm going to wish you the best of luck in your virtual gala. I'm Sherry with Red Apple Auctions. Thanks for stopping by.